attacks. All right, kids. Sorry, that was my comedy special for from the necromancy group. The dead being sharing their dark humor to the world. Pretty funny, right? Especially my aunt. She's hilarious. She's funnier than my mom. She makes pretty good jokes. She's got a good dark humor on her. What do you? I'm sorry. This is getting boring, but you guys want to look at my leg? Yeah. Let's see how bad it's gotten. Does it look better? Not really. It's still big as fuck. Look at that. It's probably dead. Ain't nobody helping me. Definitely not the highway patrol. I get that. All right, now. Anyone that comes around here that's from the highway patrol, I already know they're going to take me to the body farm for a bunch of fat joys to feast on. And then when she's all plump and ready for next winter, she doesn't know she's on the fucking like mulled wine. Yeah. That's how the cults work. Goddamn bugs everywhere now. What the hell? The fuck is going on here now? All of a sudden, fucking dead bugs all over here. Our bugs are just infested with this place. Where are they hiding all the fucking dead bodies around here? I want to get the fuck out of here. My landlord's crazy. I don't know. They're weird. I used to like them, but now they're fucking weird. I used to thought they were the coolest family in town. Now I'm just like scared as fuck of them because I didn't know they were that sketchy. Like real sketchy. You ever meet someone that you thought were like cream of the crop type of people, like good people? Boy, then you find out they're like bad, like real bad, like bad, bad. And that's how I feel about them. They're gonna kick me out anyways. I'll just call housing authority and say, hey, they kicked me out because my leg's broken. I can't get to the bank. They're trying to put me in a psychiatric institution now because I have a broken leg. So, and they don't like my comedy, my psychic comedy any. They have to make some bullshit lie about shit like that. You know, because John thinks everybody has to be fat, dumb chud like him.
You're an enigma to so many people. So many people have been trying to decode you, and they can't get a
I'm
read
sorry,
on
I
you.
don't want to get a
And honestly,
copyright
there's no method
infringement.
to your badness. You're just
No.
someone that was never thinking in a box.
Mm-mm.
You're always thinking
Well,
in a
that's
deeper
weird.
way, trying to solve this whole
Now it
system.
feels weird
And
there.
that's exactly why you got out the matrix in the first place. But because people can't get a read on you, you have this aura that attracts a lot of people trying to figure you out.
What?
And every time they think they have a read on you, you go and do something completely different because you might have just learned something new or thought something that challenged an old belief. It's also been protecting you against people that's been trying to lure you into a trap. Because you're like a different person every 6 hours. And every time they try to lure you into a trap, you evolve to someone that's not going to fall for it.
Really? I
You're
don't know.
an enigma.
I just thought they were doing something else. I didn't know what they were doing. Oh, listen, black girl.
I'm getting the FBI tricks your enemies.
Mm.
The FBI made it seem like they were investigating you, but they're really investigating your enemies.
Oh.
They've been lying to your enemies. Your enemies have been contacting the FBI on you, the police department on you, and I'm getting the FBI was playing dumb with them.
Oh.
Okay, the FBI was playing dumb.
Well, I probably
The
shouldn't
FBI
listen
was
to
all
this.
like, yeah.
No, I don't know if it's true or not.
Whoa.
They might be trying to kill me just as much. I don't know if I believe anybody trying to help me at this point. Unless Archangel Michael comes. Like, hey James, how you doing? I'm here for you, bud. I better not play that. I don't want to get copyright infringement. That's what I got for Grimes. I was like, for real? You're not gonna let me showcase Grimes. He's so cool. She makes good music, or she used to. I guess she's getting older, so, you know, it's hard to keep up with that film. I always have to reinvent yourself as a celebrity, I guess. Yeah, I like Justin Bieber's fashion. Not a big fan of his music. Not that it's bad. It's just the generation gap. I feel like I'm listening to music that my niece should be listening to, you know? I mean, sometimes every once in a while I find an artist, but that's younger, but I don't sit there and actually listen to kids. I always feel like I'm listening to my niece. Like something my niece should be listening to. She's in her 20s, so it makes sense that she'd listen to your music. Like if I had a choice between Justin Bieber or New Kids on the Block, I'd probably pick New Kids on the Block or something, or NSYNC or something. Someone that I grew up with during that time. I kind of feel like too, like Chomo if I do that around him. How old is he? Like, how old is Justin? How old? 32. Yeah, he's really young. Yeah, he's like, geez, yeah. That's something Leah would listen to, I guess. That's good. But he has good style. Yeah, I give him that. I don't know. I'd buy his clothes if I had them. I mean, I don't know. I'd just go buy something that looks like it. I would spend like $1,000 on. I don't have that kind of money. I think him and Balenciaga worked well. Honestly. He was wearing what's his name? What's his name? Demon's pants. That look, I like that look a lot. Kind of like, he's a good dresser. I like his style. I guess a lot of people would say I have that same kind of style. Kind of, what is it called? Is it shabby? Not shabby chic. Like shabby chic? No, is it shabby? It's not shabby chic. What was that? Style? Shabby chic? No. What was that? I can't remember that style. His name. It was on Project Runway. That dude used to make it all fucking time. Tight. Shabby chic styles. Cottage, no, that's not it. What was that kid? What was that style? That aesthetic he was always making. Someone. It was like a little oversized. Everything was oversized, kind of. It was like bohemian. But it had like, God, what was that style? I know. I couldn't even find it. I don't think it was like such an old. Was it shabby chic? What did Heidi Klum say it was? They had this chick. Her dress was like, it was oversized, but it was like flowy or something. It looked really bohemian. I think it was a gray color. I don't remember what it was, but it was like shabby chic, she said. Bohemian, not it had that style to it. At the end, the guy started making like stuff from like Zelda, I think. Everybody said he did Zelda shit. He was inspired by Zelda in his collection. Zelda collection. Inspiration. Project Runway. Is that his name? Oh. Johnny Scalia's. Maybe that's him. No, that's not him. Zelda project or Zelda video game. I can't remember which guy that was. Because I want to remember what that. Was it Mondo? Is this him? That guy doesn't look like it. Maybe it wasn't Project Runway. Maybe it was Under the Gun. TV, fashion. TV. Tim Gunn. It's at the very end. That guy, he made it to the very end. I think he did. He ended up showing something inspired by So that I forget. Maybe. Yeah. I remember he said, yeah, my inspiration is Zelda. I can't remember who it was. Nick Veros? No. Contestants. Sam Donner. Was it Sam? Aisha did. Change. Like. It might have been Sam Donner then. You know. God, it's so long. Was that him? Yeah, that's him. He's all grown up. He was doing that. Man, yeah. That guy. He's doing sustainable fashion. That was him, yeah. What's he doing now? I remember he did some kind of dress that someone said it had that. Like now I'm obsessed with the concept of it, like the whole aesthetic. Yeah. Was it like an apparel vibe or something? Yeah. An apparel vibe or something. I can't remember. It's been years. Can't remember everything. Was he my favorite designer? No. Oh no, he's a kid almost. But he had good style at the time. I really liked that when he came out with that look on him. Like sleeveless t-shirt. Every time I do that in Salina, like wear my overshirts around my waist, like people look at me. They always look at me. I don't think it looks girly though. I know. When you take a jacket and you like tie the arms around your waist, but maybe some people think it looks girly. Every time I wear it, all these people look at me everywhere I go. Yeah, that's a good look. I like having that shirt like tied around your waist kind of look. Huh. You know, I need one of those too, those like coveralls kind of work, like mechanic, whatever. Those are cool. remember if I saw it on Heat, maybe, whatever. I don't know. That's all girl shit. But I'm trying to figure out what they called that style. Was it? God, I can't remember. They always show it for so short, though. Yeah, make it like a quick mental note of everything. I guess I would wear it like the shirt tied around my waist, and I like these are they coveralls that he wears? Coveralls. Yeah, I like coveralls. They're pretty cool. Cover. Does he wear short sleeve? Yep, short sleeve. So, I'm gonna start wearing coveralls and that. I always like them. Look like an easy thing to wear. Not too difficult. I think I'll look good in coveralls. It's really masculine looking at the same time. Did he make us dirty? No. What is that? How do you do that? Is that dye? Did he tie-dye it? Huh. That's different. It looks tie-dyed, like with black. Huh. That's smart. I like that concept. He does better than his model, I think. I'm not so impressed with his girl stuff, but his menswear looks pretty cool. He does sport good menswear looks. Aside from a lot of the other guys on there, he's pretty good. Nice, clean. Oh God, not state troopers. Oh, well, I guess I don't like that belt though. It looks too girly. It's all denim. And it's, what is it, mid-length on it? Like just shoulder down. How does he do that? Did he fold it? Yeah, folds it. He folds it up to the elbow. I don't like that belt though. They should have just left it like that. Wait, no. It just looks like a girl's outfit now with a belt. The V-neck on it. Sexy. Definitely sexy. But yeah. Totally. I would totally sport that outfit. I think. It has an odd cut though, for like the pants look workhorse, like industrial workhorse. But the top looks like a chambray, like denim shirt. It The top looks dressy, but the bottom looks workwear. But I don't like that belt. Sorry, bud, the belt looks got to go. Who put that belt on me? They need to leave. They are no longer allowed to dress your ass. Because that just sets the... Doesn't even look like a good statement piece. Looks like an afterthought. I would have just kept it simple. Maybe put a cap on him if I needed an accessory. Make it a cap. Black, maybe. I think I might go for that look. I wonder if they do have coveralls that are denim. Short sleeve coveralls. This is Ralph. Oh, that's women's. Bernie Heritage. Yeah, something like that. That looks cool. Very manly. I'd wear that. Let's see. Yeah, it reminds me of working at the battery factory. Because I always loved wearing those coveralls at the battery factory. That's the only reason why I went to work, because I love those coveralls that we had to wear. And that job sucked. Yeah, coveralls. I hated this. The smocks all made us look like dress at Tony's, but the hard hats I did like. And then you always had maintenance that looked like the hot boys of the group. My leg is so fucked up. I'm fucked. Maybe the retard first. Ooh, that one. That's Dickies coveralls. I didn't know they had something. I'm gonna look at that one now. Sorry, I'm looking at this right now. I was looking at fashion. Sometimes I like to look at like men's workwear fashion. That's like my thing. I love men's workwear fashion. Look at that. I'd totally like that. Don't you like it? Do you like it? I like it. Oh, my leg. Feels good to elevate it now. Let's see. Something like that. That's the back part. Yeah, definitely. You always need that. That's like your hammer loop. Dickie. Zipper. Nice. Zippers are better. Sorry, I should have showed you this stuff. Y'all didn't know I liked fashion, did you? No. I used to work at Dillard's, so. I don't know, when Mr. Dillard saw me, one time I walked in at Dillard's, Mr. Dillard saw me, and my I put on my jacket because I just got in, and my whatever, my collar was standing up, and he called me Elvis. I was like, oh. Vicky came over and fixed it. I was like, I'm sorry, I didn't know. I'm sorry. I'm kind of like that. Oh, sloppy chic. That's what it's called. Sloppy chic. Gosh, I totally forgot. Well, that's not what I wanted. Sloppy. Sloppy chic. Isn't that what it's called? Is that what it's called? Sloppy chic? Hmm. Is that even style? Fashion. Not sloppy chicken. Sloppy chic. I guess sloppy chic fashion. Yeah, is image. I guess, yeah. Like sloppy chic. Yeah. That, who is that guy? He's a really good sloppy chic dresser from England. He was in politics during the pandemic. Nigel, British politician. Nigel Farage. Yeah, that's him. No, that's not him. Who was that guy? Pandemic time? Yeah, he worked for this guy. Who worked for his cabinet? Who worked for, what's his name? Boris Johnson. I think he did. Cabinet. I saw like one time he was wearing this outfit. It looked that's him right there. It's really good style, I think. He's kind of scary looking, but yeah, he has pretty good style. I remember he was wearing this one outfit that was really cool. It's like all freaking dressed up, like, but at the same time, that's a cool outfit. Adidas. I'm trying to find that one where he's like dressed up in a fucking a suit, but it just looks sloppy. It just, what is that look he was wearing that time? He was wearing a suit that looked really sloppy. Like, is that suit he was wearing that looked really sloppy? That's not him. Is that? Like, that was a pretty cool look. A sloppy suit. I always like a sloppy suit. Was it this? Ew, that looks like a good look. totally, that's a good look right there. You see that? That's a good sloppy chic look right there. I totally go for that look. You got the hat and everything looks real formal right there. That's a good sloppy tie like that. That's a good look. And the book bag, way to go, bruh. And he looks like that schizophrenic British look. You know, all those British people look schizophrenic to me. I know a guy named Duncan in England. He had great style, too. They have pretty good style. Is he wearing jeans with this one? All right. Esquire. Did he get out Esquire for his fashion? Yeah, he did sloppy shit pretty well. Look at that. Dominic. Is it Dominic Cummings? Is that his name? I forget. God. Yeah, Dominic Cummings. That's what his name. Let's see what Dominic. Is that his name? Yeah. Maybe get a better look at his style. There's that look again. I like it. Quite animated. So I'm looking at Dominic Cummings' sloppy chic style because he does it so well. God, why am I twitching? I'm trying to find that. Was it this look? I don't know. That's when he came out of the pandemic, though. Trying to find that look he was wearing that I saw him in. It was a sloppy chic suit. It looked really cool. I'm gonna try to imitate that look someday. If I have to wear a suit like that. What's this look? Is it just regular, like, what is this look? What is he trying to tell us? Oh, damn. Is it generic? I don't know. Is that the new look, generic? Is he wearing Nike or is that Nike? I can't figure out what he's wearing. Are these off brands that he wears? Or they don't look like name brands, but if they are, they don't have. What's this look? Would you say that's American, not American, apparel or American apparel look? It's kind of like yes. I've been to Juarez. Is that a hoodie? That's a hoodie, but it's like a knitted hoodie. Then he's got the Jeffrey Dahmer glasses. No, he's calling the Jeffrey Dahmer glasses. And then the hat. He's wearing a red hat in this one. Polo. I'm trying to figure out what kind of style this is. Because I know Denman does that generic look really good. So, is this like the new look now? Must be. God, I'm twitching again. What's wrong with me? I must be dying. What is this? Air Nike? Or Air Jordan? He still has pretty good style. For an old man. How does this look? Oh. Nike with a polo? Huh. That look that of his sloppy chic suit. I've been obsessed with that suit for years in my mind. Sloppy chic suit. And that look. For a politician, he has a really good style. I don't know where I saw that look he was wearing. That's a pretty good look, I guess. What is it? T-shirt and track pants. White people in America wouldn't wear that, though. Most white people would. I would, though. I do all the time, I think. I always see white people. I'm like, they're always like, it looks like black guys would wear that. I was like, no. Actually, I think white guys would wear something like that. They always opt for something weird. I don't know. Some weird fucking trend. Didn't know the boy was hung. It looks like he is. Damn. Dude. Like, are you bricked up or what? Or is that just how you hang, you geek? Damn. Holy shit, lucky dog. That's a pretty good look. I like that. T-shirt. Is that cashmere? You're almost too immodest to photograph, too. You know, I can see why. Like, like it's, or your photographer just knows when to hit the button. I don't know, but it's like, well, I don't know where to look at this picture. Wow. Anyway, he's a good dresser. Yeah. He must have grew up in the 90s like the rest of us. He kind of dresses in the 90s. So the look, I think, coming up, this must be his most recent stuff. Kind of like Balenciaga generic look. That must be the new look. But that, I don't know what is new. I like this look now. I think I like this one the best. Is that the track pant one with the t-shirt? Looks like a distressed t-shirt. Track pants. Or some sort of like an old, almost like dad wear or something. It does work though. Yeah, I like that look. I'd wear that, I think. You think I would wear that? I think I would wear that. I think that's a good look. It's almost like a dad look. But it's sporty. I wouldn't like the colors though. I don't like the colors very much, but yeah, I like the look. But it looks good on him as in terms of his aesthetic or something. I'd totally go for a look like that. He's a good dresser. Totally. I like his sloppy chic style. Wait, is that it right there? Was that it? I don't know. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that was the look I like. Kind of dress shirt. Was there a tie he was wearing? No, that's a lanyard. So yeah, he's still a good dresser. Guy knows how to dress still after all these years. Huh? I wonder how he dresses now. White people always get mad at me when I dress like this. In America. they think I'm trying to be cool or something. I don't know what they think. Maybe this is the look. It's pretty cool, don't you think? I like that look. Do you like that look? That's a good style right there. Ooh, what's this look? Levi's with jeans. Huh. I don't know. I don't see him in the public eye anymore, so. But I did notice his fashion when he was at British Parliament or something like that. Isn't that good stuff? Always British fashion. Especially when I used to hang out with those British people back in the day. So sloppy chic, that's what it's called. Anyways, I decided that I like sloppy chic styles. Sloppy chic fashion. Man. Do you guys think I could pull the sloppy chic on me? Well, these are kind of girly. How about oversize? Oversize. Yeah, this is better. This is a lot better. More oversized looks. I don't like all of these, but I do like this cut. Yeah, that's a pretty cool look. There's a t-shirt and short. That's too short for me. That's pretty cool. That guy has good style. I totally wear that. Especially those pants that cut off. Thanks. I like that. I always like wearing socks and like shoes like that. The shirt looks cool. Gold, that's not me. Gold's not me. I'd probably wear silver, but for some people, gold looks better. Silver looks better on other people. Is that what he's wearing? Y3? Y3? Huh. But for some people it works, not for me. I don't know if gold ever look good on me, but I know silver does. Anyways, I like that look. That's a good sloppy shape. I like the cut on that. There's another one that has a good cut to it. Sorry, sometimes I just like to look at things like this. Japanese. Alright. Japanese, they always know which one's the best in terms of up and coming styles and looks. Got a low profile. I always like a good low profile. There's like a low profile hat. I always love a low profile hat. Anyways, I'm not going to get into Pinterest. It's always a problem for me. Ouch. I just don't like these kind of cuts up here. Really. I don't know. 90s fashion. How did I dress in the 90s? Thrift store. Like vintage, I guess. But avant-garde, I guess. Avant-garde thing. It was like what is it, Blink-81. That's pretty cool. Calvin Klein. You guys think of that cut off? That's what I cut off. It looks good. That used to be a fun way for us to sit back in the day. I used to still do that. I'm gonna go skater on this one. We're skater. Yeah, this is how we used to dress back in the day, mostly. This was more our crowd back in the day. And then you got 90s fashion, men's fashion ravers, which were different to modern day ravers. Yeah. These were, I like that coveralls back in the day. Remember that coveralls, everyone, back in the day? Back in the 90s when you were a raver. I wish I had a pair. Everybody wore those. My sister had several pairs, but not me. Let's go. Retro. Do ravers retro. Vintage, maybe. I remember when kids used to dress like that. Back when we were kids, we used to dress up like that. God, we all used to dress up like that. Going in the rave. Now it'd be juvenile for us to still dress like that. But Mommy, why you got a binky in your mouth? And Daddy, why do you get a binky in your mouth? Well, we can't really tell you, kids, because it's against the law. What do you mean it's against the law? It's against the law, all right? Mommy, why do you put Vicks Vapor in your face mask? It's none of your business. Why are you doing it, Daddy? None of your business. Anyways, retro, 90s men's vintage fashion. God. 90s fashion men's vintage. I'm gonna get so in trouble with my landlord today. I'm so stressed out by them. I don't know where to go now because I can't even fucking walk. And my parents, those pieces of shit. Act like I'm not even alive now. And they don't even fucking give a shit. And then I've done all that shit for my whole fucking life. What the fuck is wrong with you people? Obviously something's going on that I don't know about. Must be something big going on. Hell, I don't know what the fuck's going on. Until everyone started treating me like shit, I started wondering, what the fuck is wrong with all you people? Never even try to get involved in your lives. Never asked you a day in your life, oh, you know, this and like that and like this and I was like, now out of nowhere, everybody's treating me like shit. It's like, it was all covered in game, James. Well, I was like, no, duh. Now I believe the assumption in my head. Earlier, I just thought, I'm not even gonna fuck with that shit. But now I have a whole different outlook. And all I want to do is get the fuck out of here. I don't know what to do. I just want to get the fuck out of here. And I can't even fucking walk. All I want to do is run away from this fucking town now. And then, oh, so fucking hate it. It's like by people I don't even fucking know who the hell they are. It's like, how the fuck do you even know who I am? How the fuck do you know the down low on me? Like, what is it about me that all these people know everything about me? And when I see them, they're always doing sketchy and shady bullshit. You know? Every time. I don't fucking get it. You know? Anyways. Now, before, I never even thought if anything like really weird was happening over here. And if it wasn't none of my business. But now I have a completely different outlook of this place. I don't like it at all. I think it's a fucked up place. Really. Very fucked up. Before, I didn't think it was that fucked up, but now I do. Now I think it's really screwed up. I just want to run. But now I can't even fucking run. All I know is I'm a rat in a cage just waiting to be killed. Which is fucking stupid. Because I didn't do anything, because I know it's all about corruption and bullshit like that. God, I gotta deal with David now. I'm sure he's gonna pull the fuck out. A lot of them. They're gonna be like, we're gonna play with you today again. I'm like, really, boys? Really? You wanna play with me again today? How fun. How clever. Why don't you go play with black guy from Texas? That drives a Lexus. Yeah. Why don't you go hang out with him? God knows all these fucking flies and shit. Now I'm starting to get sketched out. Now I just want to get the fuck out of here. And I don't know how. Because I don't know if I'm trapped or I need to go. I don't know. I already know my landlord don't want me here. Not at all. In fact, what I thought was happening was actually happening. Probably more than just the average. Especially with all these weird fuckers that all come out of the woodwork now. I mean, the town is run by garbage. Oh my God. If I was the FTP, I'd do a fucking clean sweep of this fucking town. Just clean it all up. You can't be having this kind of garbage around. You can either make Salina an example or a role model for the rest of the nation. That's what I would do. And it wasn't even like I was trying to uncover weird shit. We're open about that shit now. We're not just open, we're really open about shit like that. And we think everybody's fucking stupid now. You mean I just sitting here not even trying to pay attention to anyone? And you guys be doing dumb shit in front of me. and everyone else. Seems to be a common thing. Because if someone's doing dumb shit, then here comes the highway patrol acting like they didn't see a damn thing that they're not going to do anything about it. That we did it the way we wanted. That, yeah, we want a candy shop over there. Excuse me, sir? You want a candy shop, Mr. Highway Patrolman, over there? Really? I'd be the first one to report your ass if I heard you were doing that shit and I was a cop. I'd snitch your ass out, dude, if I was a cop. And that's why you would try to kill me. Because I'm not a cop. Because I would snitch your ass out. You know why? Because you ain't supposed to do that. And wear the badge. You ain't gonna make my department dirty, buddy. Not like that. It's not coming back around on my team. In fact, I'll hire a bunch of psychic mediums onto the team. And, yeah. And we'll weed people like you out. Every fucking time. And I don't have to do a damn thing. You can throw a punch and whatever you want at me and whatever you want. But guess what? I'll know what you're up to. And I'll let that guy up there take care of you. When the time comes, everything will be flat out in the open. And your ass will be shining bright in front of the world. That's what I would do. I want to see how far you'd go and try to take this department down. Because you like to play that motherfucking game with people out here, but you can't handle it, sir, Mr. Highway Patrolman, that thought the candy shop was alright on State Gate, Tucson's. Thought that was cute. I'd be looking at your ass on surveillance every fucking day. And I know you want to put a bullet through my brain because of that, Mr. Highway Patrolman. But I saw you driving up here when one of your buddies, one of your buddies, candy shop. Candy shop, boy, huh? Where do you get those? St. Francis Community Services? You mean I was working at St. Francis Community Services so I could provide candy shop material for your little highway patrolman badge boy protection status, right? I saw you do that the other day, sir. If I was in charge of you, I'd take your badge down and go straight down over there and bust that little candy shop overnight. And I'd make you talk. I'd make you squeal, boy. I would. But I don't have to be that person. I could be the helpless fucking victim right here. And you can throw bullets at me all fucking day. But you know what? People know. People know. People know who's already guilty. The whole world knows. You got everybody in on it. They know who the culprit is. And they're not going to be silent. They're not. Your team got too big and you didn't have enough money to give them in the end. So they went and got the money somewhere else with the information they had. So you might as well start doing a campaign of throwing people out. Because everyone you thought were on your team now have a target on your back. They do. With 24.5K views, knowing full well that you're in control of the situation. All eyes on you. All roads point to Rome. And I busted a candy shop of yours, Mr. Highway Patrolman. What are you going to do? Send in my landlord? He's going to tell me to jump out so you can tell everybody I'm a psychiatric problem, right? He needs to go to the body farm immediately. Everybody's going to be asking what happened to James. And why he ain't streaming witch hunt trials. Or witch hunt chronicles of Salina, Kansas anymore. Yep. They'll be asking. They'll be saying, yep, they took him out. We knew it. It shouldn't have happened in the first place. You know why it shouldn't have happened? Because it wouldn't have gotten this extreme. It wouldn't have gotten this extreme. You've been riding that world ride for way too long, and you're getting dizzy, and everybody's getting tired of the game, of the ride. And just by looking at here, people busting ass left and right the past couple of days. Yeah, like James break our cover all of a sudden. I didn't even know you had anything in the first place until I realized everybody was trying to throw me down and kick me out, beat me up, and kill me. When you guys saw me laying on the after 20 fucking years of living here, not noticing for a goddamn minute like there was anything wrong with me. Knowing full well I went viral. Knowing full well my parents didn't come down here to check up on me. Nor Dr. Peterson ever addressing the issue. Not once. Not being able to have contact with her at all at that time. And then Mr. Highway Patrol pulling up here after Brian goes, "We got you." Nah, Brian, you didn't get me. You didn't. The whole world knows. The whole fucking world knows now. And so you bring David down. David's got it. But I haven't done anything. I still don't know what's going on. You guys are scrambling. You guys are making some movie thing. And I'm just sitting here like, all right, I don't know what's going on. So I'm going to keep my mouth shut. I'm not going to make an ass out of you and me. I'm not going to do it. It's none of my business what goes on, all right? Because whatever shady business you're going to do, I don't want to be a part of the problem in the end, all right? And now I'm the problem in the end. I didn't want to be, but I became the problem. And at any time I lose this phone or any communication with the world, internet, everyone will know one thing. They got him. They got him. They got him. Yep. Now it's under two different situations that could happen. Two. There's only two different situations that could happen out of that. Everyone knows who orchestrated it, right? Everyone understands. Everyone knows who orchestrated it at this time. Everyone. Everyone got the download. Everyone got everything. We all know. We all know now. Everyone and their fucking dog knows the truth. And it wasn't because James Yong Kerby. No, it wasn't because of me. Nope, it wasn't because of me. Nope, it wasn't because of me. It's because everybody else got in trouble, not me. They didn't know what to do. They didn't know what to do. I don't think anybody knew what to do at that point. It got too crazy and too stupid, right? This became too crazy and too stupid for no reason. When it should have been easy peasy cover, girl. You don't send a funeral director in an OCCK van telling a guy that can't even fucking walk to come and squirm to his fucking van because they ain't got time for his ass. I could barely walk. I didn't even reserve it. I didn't even reserve that thing at all, right? I didn't send back an authorization, nothing. She pressured me and told me get my ass in that fucking van the moment it gets there. What do you think I'm gonna hop to on that fat bitch's recommendation? She's the one that fucked me up. Yeah, and she put that fucking lethal injection needle in my ass's cheeks. Fucking popped something on both sides. Took me out like a fucking dog. Getting ready for the fucking gas chamber or some shit. That's what she did. Nurse Kendra Smith. But anyways, they got the human trafficking ring and organ donation or organ trafficking ring. And the highway patrol involved now. It's nice. Nice. I didn't know that was happening. You guys let me in on that secret real quick. Real quick. You showed me everything. Like, this is what we're doing. And this is what we're going to do to you. The moment you take this phone away from me, everyone knows what happened. Everyone knows. Everyone knows now the truth. And it's not because of me. Because you made a stupid decision, dude, from the start. And gambled your whole fucking life away for one damn dumb... to prove one damn point. To prove one damn point to everyone. That you were fucking right. And every fucking time you try it against me, I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? Why are all these dumb fucks with you doing that same thing? And it doesn't make a fucking sense to me. Are you coming back next time to make something more logical, more calculated, more... I don't know. At what point are you just going to say, hey, dude, we're going to fucking shoot you in the head? I'm the highway patrolman. I carry a fucking badge. I can do that legally. Because I already fucked up your legs. Because I think you're a fucking threat with your legs. Weak sauce. The dude that brings a gun to a fight. And it's not even a physical fight. It's one on the internet now. He still brings a fucking gun to an internet fight where everybody around the world, I'm assuming, at 25.4K, has seen that video. And my witch hunt chronicles of Salina, Kansas. I'm pretty sure a lot of people have seen that shit, right? I'm sure you see it. I'm sure Mr. Highway Patrolman that likes to protect candy shops, organ trafficking, illegal organ trafficking, and whatever else you're doing. Probably drug stuff, whatever. You wouldn't be involved in that activity in my department if I was in charge. I know how to get a bunch of psychics on that team. I'll tell you that. You wouldn't stand a day. Sir. If I had found out you were doing shady shit the first day, you're behind bars, buddy. That's what I would do. That's why you need to lethal injection me first before you pop, pop, right? Because that's the kind of guy you are. The guy that couldn't, because you were too easy for that. So you had to give me the lethal injection in the legs because you were afraid you might get your head kicked in, right? Yeah. So you had to take that. It was too intimidating. Because you had to protect, what, Gary Edgerton? Yeah, you had to protect Gary Edgerton. That's the reason why. Gary Edgerton. Now he's the weakest link, right? Not the architect of the whole situation. Not the guy that created all this. Who's the guy that created all this? My father or someone bigger? Because I don't know if my father has the power. I don't know. Maybe he does. To have a lot of corrupt officials in the Department of Justice to do sick and shady things like this. I would not in a million years claim my father if he was involved in shit like that. I wouldn't mind even putting his ass in the electric chair if he did shit like that. Because he believes in capital punishment. He does. And I would give it to him on a platter, plastic platter, with a fucking hamburger from fucking Walmart, Great Value Square. Burnt hamburger, burnt fries, mayonnaise, ketchup, and mustard, and make that as his last meal. You're like, sorry, sir. You don't get fried chicken from Kentucky Fried Chicken. You don't get Chinese food. You don't get McDonald's. You don't get Western Sizzling, bud. Today's your last day. You've been waiting for this moment all your life. This is what you wanted. Even when I told you you didn't want it. But you went for it anyways. If I find out it was him and I was a cop, old boy be in death row overnight for all that shit. He'd be one step dead man away in a week. Gone. It'd be like, people like him don't deserve to live. Because if he's done it to me, if he's trying to do it to me, that means he's done it to a lot of people. And when we find out how many people he's done it to, he's already gone. It only takes one, and that whole network is going to fall. Because there's not a lot of shady people in there, I know. Not everybody in there is a scumbag. Some of them are taking notes and taking names. And at the right time, when shit hits the fan, like it is now, we all know it. Shit hits the fan right now. We have my landlord, David, trying to do damage control for something stupid everybody did to me. Everybody did something stupid. And now they're blaming me like I'm the fucking problem. And now everybody's scrambling, right? Because they don't want me to know the rest of the story. There's more to the story. There's more to this. There's more to that. We gotta do this. We gotta do this now. It just becomes more complicated, more complex, more time consuming, more people involved, more mouths to ears to figure shit out on their own. Eventually, everybody's sitting there like, this is weird. This is not what I signed up for. This was nothing that I expected it to be. In fact, I was joining it because I didn't want to be a fucking criminal. I didn't want to join law enforcement to be part of a crime network. I joined law enforcement to be a fucking hero. I joined law enforcement to get those recognitions, not to get blood money. I want to be on some presidential recognition of honorary awards of making America a great place for everyone. That was my job, I thought I was supposed to do. I was assigned that. What, don't you guys have a police oath? Yeah, let's see what the law enforcement oath for law enforcement. Oath for law enforcement officers. Let's see, what is it? All right, this seems like it is. Ask me, all right? I'm going to ask you, Mr. Law Enforcement Officer, Highway Patrolman, that drove by the candy shop the other day and protected it. All right. Let's see if you can answer if you violated this oath. All right. Law Enforcement Oath of Honor, Oath of Office. The Law Enforcement Oath of Honor, recommended by International Association of Chief of Police. This widely held pledge focuses on core ethical values. On my honor, I will never betray my badge, my integrity, my character, or the public trust. Can you answer any four of those questions? Honestly, sir. No lies. If you lie, that's perjury, right? You've already fucked up how many of those? Right now, I don't feel any of that. Any of that. Anyone else in town feel that way? Raise your hand. Yeah. So far, everyone's in agreement on that one. So you fucked up that one. Let's go on to the next one. I will always have the courage to hold myself and others accountable for their actions. Well, nope. We already know that that's been violated. That's pretty sure. We all got that on film, I guess, at this point. That's a pretty much evidential one. No, I will always uphold the Constitution, my community, and the agency I serve, whatever that means to you, right? However you want to define that, right? And if that's not good enough, let's see. Mobile. Do we have to go Salina? All right, we got to be specific, right? All the oaths may have some variations, right? Okay. Just so you feel like you're getting your kicks, right? Let's see if it's anything similar. All right. This is interesting. This is the Kansas one. I do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the state of Kansas and fully discharge the duties of blank. So help me God. So what's that mean? Duties of what? Hmm? All right. Guess that doesn't matter, right? Used as an alternative under penalty of perjury to support both constitutions. What? And faithfully perform them. Used as an alternative under penalty of perjury to support both Oh yeah, so you have to support the Constitution, right, of Canada and the United States. All right. Well, that's been violated. All right. Look what we have here. Law enforcement certification of Kansas. Mr. Highway Patrolman of Salina Police Department. All right. We're going to ask you some questions now about your badge and your oath and whether you can honestly and fully say that you follow this oath to the T. It's a small one because I have an affirmation that I say to myself that's 100 times more complex than this. It's got several lines, but you only got 3 simple basic lines. So let's ask you these questions, sir. You the one, Mr. Highway Patrolman, that drove past the candy shop the other day and did nothing. And actually protected it. So that means something's going on, right? So that's something I gotta be suspicious about you about. Never betraying the badge. Well, that one is incorrect. Integrity, another incorrect one. Character, another one. Public trust, another one. So you flunked that first one, that first oath, just because of yesterday or the other 8 days. All right. Everyone knows. Everyone knows at this time about you flunked that one. No one wants to be a part of this game anymore. You're losing support and accountability everywhere. You're trying to rebuild everyone's that monitor again. All right. Maintaining the courage to hold oneself and others accountable for actions. Only if you're protecting candy shops, traffickers of some kind or whatever bullshit, Mr. Highway Patrol, right? As long as it puts money in your pockets and not status to your name or honor, right? You're not a hero. You're a criminal with a fucking badge, and everyone knows it now. All right, we got that. This one is more important because if you violate this, you're going to federal court, dude. You're going to federal court and getting locked up and probably the death penalty if they find any shady business on your ass, Mr. Highway Patrol law enforcement. I bet they got you tagged on Flock too, right? They know where you went on Flock because now you got to erase that shit evidence, right? You got to erase that. So say if the federal government already hacked into your fucking systems and decide, yeah, he went past there. We're going to look at the other surveillance system. Apparently there's a candy steak gate shot thing happening at such and such apartment. And now James Kerby, who's in trouble, has been screaming and hollering for the past 8 days on the internet, saying, somebody help me, please somebody help me. And everyone in a position of law enforcement and any other kind of authority has totally rejected him. From medical to social service, the gamut runs, all right? So we already know that. So, all right, upholding the laws of the country, community, and agency, that's already fucked and thrown out of the window. So all 3 questions you fucking failed. according to the whole town. That was the easiest 3 questions you had to pass. And if you went to anyone in the community who knows you, like inside and out, and had like someone come up to them that was a professional that was addressing the concerns of you, and they asked them, I don't know, say someone you always arrest that I knew from high school. And he's always having a hard time. And he's always on the arrest thing. And he probably knows you inside and out, Mr. Kansas Highway Patrol, right? He's known way too much about you over the years and how you work and act and move. And if, say, someone from the FBI said, he is under investigation, officer whatever such and fuck from the Kansas Highway Patrol, who has numerous accounts of arresting you, interactions with you, working with you on cases, has he violated any of these oath statutes? What would the guy say to the dude? He's like, no problem. If he's making you feel intimidated, then you can sit in the car, all right? Now, go ahead, tell me. And the guy can just spill it out, I'm sure. Just spill it out like tea. Just spill it out all over the place, blah, 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 blah. I bet the FBI agent would just have to get a recorder at that time to calibrate all the information that he has on you, right? It would only take one guy to ask if this Mr. Highway Patrolman that likes to run candy shops, has he failed any of these questions or oaths, statutes that he was given? What if he went to the next person? What if he came to me? Do I feel like this about the Kansas Highway Patrol as a whole? As a whole at this point. Even the people that you work with to do your shit with were asked this question. When they feel the same way. Dude, you would fail. I know your asses would fail. I would never in 1,000 years in my life want to take a test like that in front of the people that have a lot of shit on you. You know what I mean? Shit, I bet he can even go up to someone in his department and ask that question. Just one of the average Joes. Being like, I'm the FBI agent. I'm investigating such and such. Is there any violations of this oath going on? And I'm sure they'd spill the tea on you real quick. Everybody would. Because they're tired of playing on the world ride all day. Because they want to go out to eat with their girlfriends and boyfriends at 5 o'clock. You don't want to sit here for the next 2 hours watching some kid smoke a cigarette and do stupid shit no one gives a fuck about, right? Seriously? Right? I wonder how many people on your team think they're going to get kickbacks on this thing in the end. They're probably scared as fuck. A lot of people are scared as fuck and ready to fucking bail and squeal on you. And I didn't do a damn thing. Not a damn. You came after me, knowing full well you just didn't like me. Right? You know. Because you thought I was going to take your ass down. Because you knew you were corrupt, Mr. Kansas law enforcement officer, highway patrolman. What are you going to do? What are you going to do if anyone is asked that question? Does he violate these every day, all the time? What are you going to do? Take out all your fucking law enforcement buddies at this point who are fucking tired of this game? Can you do it? Just because you pay off, say, I don't know, the Jensens to do dirty work for you, you think they wouldn't sit there and squill you out? You don't think so? If they knew they were going to lose everything because of you. If they were threatened, you're going to lose everything. The Jensens are going to lose everything because of you. You think they'd squill you out? Do you think everybody else would? Because you're in a different position. And there's a lot of powerful people involved with you. So if you're connected with a lot of powerful people, and you get the federal government involved, just like people in town. No. Are you connected to Governor Laura Kelly too? Is she the problem too? Because I would hope and pray that she wouldn't want to get her hands dirty like that as a politician, but who knows? Maybe she plays dirty like that too. I don't know. I'd hate to be, I don't know, going to jail after this because she was pressured into some bullshit game that she knew nothing about. Thought it was fun. Like everyone would convince her that it was a fun game. It was going to work. And now she's got a big garbage pile in Salina happening with some kid screaming and hollering. He needs help. He needs help. SOS all over the place. And now it's become law that nobody can give him medical attention. And now all he does is get on the internet talking shit about all these people who fucked him over the past couple of days and thought it was fucking funny. Before, he didn't give a fuck about no one. He didn't care about them. He didn't want to know their lives. He didn't want to know anything what they were doing. Because I know if he did, he'd probably be implicated in stupid shit and go down with them. But all of a fucking sudden, he becomes the center of attention for everyone for no reason other than screaming and hollering because he couldn't get a hold of his fucking doctor and still can't get a hold of his fucking doctor. And now he thinks his fucking doctor is also implicated in this crime. That she's involved in it heavily because she wanted to be, not because she willingly went into it now. Everyone thinks she willingly did it too. Now she's a culprit to the crime. Someone's screaming and hollering all over the internet for her, going, wow, Dr. Peterson, please help me. And guess who it is that contacts me? The chick that gives me the shot. And she's the one that gave me the shot, that contacted me. All of a sudden, Dr. Peterson is unavailable. Unavailable. I have no track of Dr. Peterson ever contacting me. And if she does, I know it's plagiarized or forced upon her will. She's going to only contact me when she believes that she has no other choice to at that point because she's being forced to do it, right? Like everything else she's had to do regarding my treatment. Is that what it is? Or is she just as bad? She's just as corrupt. She just can't wait to get me in there and fucking butcher me up like a fucking pig in front of everyone. Is she really like that? Is she psychotic like that? Does she see human life? I mean, I'm just curious. Here. Yeah, we're going to talk about the Hippocratic Oath. God damn it. Boy's busting it hard. Okay. Well, here it is. Is this it? So this is what you forced. Okay. Either you forced this. Is this? Yeah. One of the most widely used in Louis Lasagna's version written in which focuses on. Let's see. Hippocratic. I'm sure it's here. All right. Well, do they have the modern version? Anyways. Do they still say this Hippocratic Oath? No, what's the newest version? This one, National Institute. Is this it? Anyways. It looks like it is. Nope. I might have to put the new one, right? Yep. New Hippocratic Oath. Okay, Declaration of Geneva. Is that what it's called? Sounds like it. God forbid she have to fucking go against this in any way and come up against a medical board on it and explain why she did it. Right? I think this is what it is, right? So she would willingly do this. Let's read it. I'm sure its internationally recognized text reads as follows. The Declaration of Geneva is a solemn pledge that focuses on dedicating one's life to humanity, respecting patient autonomy, maintaining confidentiality, and prioritizing the health and dignity of the patient above all else. It emphasizes treating patients regardless of background and highlights the physician's duty to their own health and to share knowledge. Let's see, does it go on? Modern Hippocratic Oath. So I'm sure Dr. Peterson did that shit, right? Yep, probably. All right. Because I don't think Mr. Law Enforcement read his the day before. He kind of forgot to. Thought it was cute, but threw it to his side. Said, I'll remember it later when I need to. Right? Okay. Didn't have to study that easy one. Let's see how much Dr. Peterson had to memorize compared to you. She's a lot smarter, I think. But I don't think she's strong enough to be. No. All right. So it looks like, here we go. I don't know. I don't know if Dr. Peterson is a fucking psychotic bitch who likes to chop up and kill people. I don't know. I just don't seem like she's like that way. I don't know. I could be wrong at this time, but I just really don't know because I haven't contacted her since then. Apparently she can't contact me or whatever her fucking name is, Kendra. All right. Did Dr. Peterson violate any of these World Medical Association Declaration of Geneva. As a member of the medical profession, I solemnly pledge to dedicate my life to the service of humanity. The health and well-being of my patient will be my first consideration. I will respect the autonomy and dignity of my patient. I will maintain the utmost respect for human life. Oh my God, that in itself comes into question big time now. I will not permit consideration of age, disease, or disability, creed, ethnic origin, gender, nationality, political affiliation, race, sexual orientation, social standing, or any other factor to intervene between my duty and my patient. All right. So maybe she has violated that now. All right. Maybe. Maybe. We don't know for sure. We'll know at the trial, right? I will respect the secret that are confided in me even after a patient has died. Was she interrogated on that? Was that a HIPAA violation? Was there any HIPAA violations? Did she had to violate that? Under what? Under what? Under what? What is it that you had to know in terms of my physical ailments that she had to validate for you? That she had to go into our medical records and allow you to look and evaluate, knowing full well it was against the law. But she had no choice to because you had a gun, right, Mr. Law Enforcement? You told her that if she didn't do it, it was going to be a no face, no case to her, right? So she chose life over death in that situation, right? So she's in trouble with that. So you need to take what? Her out now. She's the problem now because she violated the new Hippocratic Oath to help you out, right? All right, now on to the next one. I will practice my profession with consciousness and dignity and in accordance with my good medical practice. Well, I didn't know she was that bad of a person. I always thought she was a good doctor at the beginning. But now she's not, right? Because she never contacted me back. And even if she did, I wouldn't contact her back because she took too long. I will foster the honor and noble traditions of the medical profession. Well, that's for her to decide, I guess. I will give to my teachers, colleagues, and students the respect and gratitude that is due to their. All right. So she's law enforcement now. She's joined the law enforcement academy. Got her badge. So now her new teacher and colleagues are law enforcement, not medical community. She's half law enforcement, half medical community at this point. All right, we got that cleared now. I will share my medical knowledge for the benefit of the patient and the advancement of healthcare. That doesn't say law enforcement. That doesn't say law enforcement. So I will share my medical knowledge for the benefit of the patient and the advancement of healthcare. What does that mean? Oh, killing James Kerby. We're going to kill him, right? Because that would be the advancement of healthcare and the benefit of the patient. All right. I will attend to my own health and well-being abilities in order to provide care of the highest standard. Can you answer that now? Could you answer that before you met Mr. Law Enforcement? Can you answer it now? Okay, so probably at both instances, you're right. Right at scary. He's a scary, scary man, right? Scary, scary, scary man. And I don't know what the fuck to do because I don't want a no face, no case situation. All right. I will not use my medical knowledge to violate human rights and civil liberties, even under threat. Oh my God. Did you forget that one? Oh shit. That was a slap in the face. Now she's in trouble. Everybody's in trouble. What does she do? I make these promises only freely and upon my honor. Was she coerced, sir, to break these oaths? Was she forced into the responsibility that you created out of your own oath and not the one regarding law enforcement? She had to do what? She had to do that, right, for you. And she's trying to soothe your ego right now. Because you know she's in trouble now, too. All right, let's go for the oath of social workers. All right, oath of social workers in Kansas. So now we got two people. One doctor, probably two doctors, then we'll go into psychiatry, social workers. All right, social workers. We already got two people. Someone that screwed that up. All right, so he can say, oh yeah, I fucked up. I fucked up. We'll try something new. I gotta, whatever. Sure, this time it'll work. I'll violate it some more for you if you need to. What is it? Where's the oath for social workers? I don't know. Is a notary a social worker? Let's see. Because I would only think in the position that is. Read the code of ethics. All right. Guess who's next in line? Let's talk about her now. What do you say? All right, we got to make sure she's prepared to speak too about this, so that she has this all patent ready, and when the time comes, that she has everybody up in line trying to support that she has done all this for them. All right. At least she has Dr. Peterson in law enforcement, but she doesn't have the support of the rest of the crew, right? Nobody supports her at this time. And she has no support. We already agreed on it. Everybody has no support for her, all right? She's the least liked social worker in the group, even amongst her peers. All right. The NSA, social workers, right? National Association of Social Workers Code of Ethics, 6 purposes. All right, we're assuming that she's already a social worker in that position, right? She went to school for social work. She got her degree in social work, all right? And she's in the position of social work, all right? She's not a notary, right? If she's a notary, we'll look at notary. Code of ethics. What is it? Ethics. Or oath of ethics. Oath. Public notary. Okay, oath of public notary. Solemnly, legally bind and faithfully execute the duties of the office. All right. So we're going to the oath of, is it the oath of office? All right. All right. Oh, national oath. All right. Okay, maybe we have to do Kansas. Right? Kansas is probably a better one. Public notary. Kansas. SALINA. Kansas. So just to make it specific, Salina, Kansas. So Salina, Kansas doesn't, to complete the oath of office for, you must sign in, all right? All right, it must be this one, all right? We'll just go with this. So I'm assuming that Nicole, or Noel, has... Mind you, if I go missing at any moment in time, at this point, everybody knows. Everybody knows what happened. Everybody knows. Anything that gets out of funny business at any moment, everybody knows. All right. Oh, notarized wills. Tangible assets. God damn. So, all right. Let's find this notary. Oath of notary. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna bust your case. You better everybody start throwing each other under a bus now. Because all of you broke something, right? You could lose so much because of this dude. Whoever this motherfucker is who did this. You guys are in big jeopardy with your jobs, your livelihoods, because of one person's bad decisions. His bad decisions had threw everyone under the bus, right? His bad decisions, and no one knows what to do at this point. Because no one wants to lose anything. Because they're all weighing and hoping and praying that he's going to fix everything, but he's already fucked up everything. Again and again and again and again and again and again. And he just keeps sucking in more and more and more people who don't know what the fuck is going on, you know? And now it gets too big. It gets too hard. It gets more powerful. So he's already in his position in violation, right? He's already created violation. So if he's not the one that's in trouble anymore, right? He's not. All right. All right, let's try the notary. This seems like the one, isn't it? So to begin, do you solemnly swear so help me, you God? Yeah, you do solemnly, sincerely, and truly declare and affirm. And this you do under the pains and penalties of what? Perjury, right? And this is you do under the pains and penalties of perjury. Okay, is this a notary is provided an oath or affirmation to an officer elected, appointed under any law of the state of Kansas shall use the following oath of affirmation. I do solemnly swear affirm, as the case may be, that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the state of Kansas and faithfully discharge the duties in appointing Nicole Schreiber. So help me God. All right. Well, that ain't much, just to uphold the Constitution, right? Of both the state and Kansas. Was there any violation of that? You only had one sentence to be asked. How much of that have you already violated, ma'am? It looks like you're going to be doing a lot of work on the Constitution and the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the state of Kansas tonight, and see how many times you fucked it up. And now you're in trouble, right? Oh God, we're fucked, right? Oh God, what do we do? Take his phone away? Hell no. Now we're fucked if he loses his phone. What is this? Before me, the undersigned authority, on this day personally appear, blot and blot and blot, known to me to be the testors and the witnesses, respectively, whose names are subscribed to annex or forego instruments in their respective capacity, and all the such persons being by my first duly sworn such blot and testors declared to me and to the witnesses in my presence that such instrument is a testor's last will and testament, and that the testor had willingly made and executed as a testor's free and voluntary act and deed for the purpose therein expressed. Such witnesses, each of the witnesses' oath, stated to me in the presence and hearing of the testament, and that the testor executed same. As such, wanted each witness to sign it as a witness under their oath. Each witness stated further that they did sign the will as witnesses in the presence of each other and in the presence of the testers, and at the presence of the testers' request, and the testers, as that time possessed the right of majority, was of sound mind and under no restraint. What about my aunt, Sunjan Miles? Was that altered in any way? Sunjan Miles. Her will. Was there any fudging of that? Yeah, there probably was. There was a lot of rewriting and redoing of that. And so now she's in violation of that. She's going to jail, right? Oath of nursing. All right. Shit. All right. And we'll also do oath of teachers. Everybody's going to jail now, right? So it's going to have to be a no face, no case situation, right? So that's a problem. No face, no case, everyone now. How many bodies you're going to have to bury? How many times you have to go to Ryan's mortuary? Oh, God, it's getting out of control. All right. We all know that. It's gotten too big, right? Socratic oath, is that what it is? Ethical and professional frameworks. The Hippocratic oath for teachers. All right. Teacher's oath. Regardless, it's a teacher's oath. We can go to the American Federation of Teachers then, if that's not good enough for you. All right. So this is from the oath for loyalty of the educational health department, healthcare, public services, teachers of America. All right. So someone had to do this. All right. I'm sure. Pretty much, right? The American Federation of Teachers. I couldn't imagine there's any other oath out there about. All right. Apparently you don't remember because you never did it right. All right. So we'll do this. All right. Do you remember this? No, you probably don't. You probably don't remember taking this one. As teacher and educator, I undertake to respect the uniqueness of each child and to defend them against everyone. To stand up for their physical and mental integrity. To pay attention to their emotions and to listen to them and take them seriously. To seek their approval for anything I do to them as I would an adult. To interpret the rules of that development in the most positive way to support the child to accept these rules. To challenge and to promote their gifts and potentials. To protect them where they are weak. To help them overcome fear and guilt, malice and lies, doubt and distrust, self-pity and selfishness where it is needed. Not to break their will, not even where it appears nonsensical. Rather to help them bring their will into the dominion of their reason, so that it to teach them the mature use of reason and the art of communication and understanding. To prepare them to take over responsibility within and for the community. To let them engage with the world as it is within, without submitting to the world as it is. To let them experience what good life might mean. To give them a vision of a better world and the confidence that it might be achievable. To teach truthfully and not the truth, because this is what God alone. I hereby undertake as best as I can to set an example for myself how to deal with the difficulties and challenges and opportunities of our world and with one another's limited gifts and how to cope with one's own always given guilt. All right. To do my best to ensure that the next generation will find a world worth living in, and in which the inherited burdens and difficulties will not crush their ideas, hopes, and strengths. To justify publicly my belief in deed, to expose myself to criticism, particularly of those affected and experts, to examine my judgments and conscientious. Uh, and to resist all people and circumstances, the pressure of public opinion, the interests of the association, and the status of an official, the service regulation, if I believe they might be hindered the intentions expressed here. Holy shit. Someone used to be a high school teacher, right? Yeah. Let's talk about going back. Back, right? Let's start talking about that now. And why? And why was he a teacher? Go figure. I wonder how many students felt that way about him now. Anyways. All right, let's go on to the next one because we still haven't gotten to. Let's see. Is this? We got through that. Code of ethics for social workers. So, all right. And we got the notary, code of ethics of nursing. Oh my God, what is this word? I might be fucked. She might go to jail now. I solemnly pledge myself before God and in the presence of this assembly to pass my life in purity and to practice my profession faithfully. I will abstain from whatever is deterioratus and mischievous and will not take or knowingly administer any harmful drug. Do we need to repeat that? I solemnly pledge myself before God and in the presence of this assembly to pass my life in purity and to practice my profession faithfully, and I will abstain from whatever is deleterious and mischievous and will not take or knowingly administer any harmful drug. Damn. All right, let's see the modern adaptation. All right, patient first focus. Prioritize the holistic health of the patient. All right, confidentiality, ensuring the protection of private and personal information. Committed to collaboration with all members of the healthcare team. Well, did she? I like the Florence Nightingale one better, don't you guys? It actually forces her to stick to some standards. Yeah. Let's see. Mischievous. Let's read it all again. Here's the revision one. Nurse pledge. So, let's go with this pledge. All right. I solemnly pledge myself before God in the presence of assembly to pass my life in purity and to practice my profession faithfully. I will abstain from whatever is deleterious and mischievous and will not take or knowingly administer any harmful drug. I will do all my power to maintain and elevate the standard of my profession and will hold in confidence all personal matters committed to me, my keeping, and all family affairs coming to my knowledge in the practice of my calling. With loyalty will I aid the physician in his work and as a missioner of health. I will dedicate myself to devote service for human welfare. Did she do that? Did she do this? Yes. What about this part? This part. Did she fulfill that part? Huh? All right. Now on to the next one. Code of ethics. All right. Now, this is let's say Kara and Diane. All right. And Noelle, definitely Noelle had to do this if she's in the position she's in, right? Or anyone in this position. The code identifies, or the national, whatever, social workers code of ethics. There's 6 purposes. The code identifies core values on which social workers' mission is based. Is this right? Purpose. That's the purpose. All right. Let's see. Code of ethics. God, I'm sure it shouldn't be that hard. Pro bono. This looks like it might be principles. Code of standard. Ethics. Well, I'm just assuming this is based on whoever, right? Like whatever parts of social work you might have. All right, let's just go with this one right here. Because this is just basic service one. Social workers' primary goal is to help people in need and to address social problems. Social workers elevate service to others above social interests. Social workers draw on their knowledge, values, and skills to help people in need and to address social problems. Social workers are encouraged to volunteer some portion of their professional skills with no expectation of significant financial return. Pro bono service. That's just that part, I guess. That's just the ethical principle, I guess. But I don't know. Where's the oath? Responsibilities to profession. It's all responsibilities. All right. So there's no real. All right. Let's just go with this. The mission of social workers' profession is rooted in set core values. These core values, embraced by social workers throughout the profession's history, are the foundation of social work's unique purpose and perspective. Service, social justice, dignity and worth of person, importance of human relationships, integrity, competence. Noel. Which one are you, notary or social work? I don't know. All right, we know your husband was a teacher, right? All right, so everyone so far has violated, in my opinion, their code of ethics, right? No. Okay. No one has. We all agree we have not. All right. No one believes that they have violated their fucking code of ethics at this point, right? Let's see. All right. This video went viral on Instagram. And this is my video at 24.6K. I'm going to find out what I was doing, right? Let's talk about this video. Treatment. My leg is really screwed up. if you can see how big it is. Yeah. It's swollen to the fucking max. I don't know if I got bit by a snake or it was the medication you gave me, but I'm having really bad adverse reactions to whatever happened, and now I'm completely debilitated, and I cannot walk whatsoever. I cannot walk. There was a paramedic yesterday that came by my apartment, didn't even stop to ask me if I needed help. Not once. Not once, Dr. Peterson. Instead, he was convinced by a neighbor tenant above me that I was not hurt, that I didn't need medical attention. She was the one that decided if I was in condition or not. She made the determination factor. And the moment he saw how bad I was doing, he came running back and she was running after him. And I went right back into the house. Hi, Dr. Peterson. I think I need emergency medical treatment. My leg is really screwed up. If you can see how big it is. Yeah. It's swollen to the fucking max. I don't know if I got bit by a snake or it was the medication you gave me, but I'm having really bad adverse reactions to whatever happened, and now I'm completely debilitated and I cannot walk whatsoever. I cannot walk. There was a paramedic yesterday that came by my apartment, didn't even stop to ask me if I needed help. Not once. Not once, Dr. Peterson. Instead, he was convinced by a neighbor tenant above me that I was not hurt, that I didn't need medical attention. She was the one that decided if I was in terrible condition or not. She made the determination factor. And the moment he saw how bad I was doing, he came running back and she was running after him. And I went right back into the house. All right, so we verified that. All right. We determined that under this situation that went viral, that, let's see, that I quoted Salina Family Healthcare, Dr. Peterson. This is James Yong Kerby, and I need emergency medical attention immediately. I can't walk. All right. So we go to the oath of a paramedic. All right. I'm assuming this guy was either a paramedic or something to do with EMT, right? Because a paramedic. All right. Emergency management, right? All right. Traditional emergency management. All right. Here we go. The traditional EMT paramedic oath. This oath highlights key principles of medical practice, including the working of the patient's benefit, maintaining confidentiality, sharing knowledge, and providing unselfish service. Key tenets of the, let's see. Is this it? No, all right. Oh boy, that's pretty big. I didn't know it was that big. But let's go on to a code of ethics. We don't have to read through that. To conserve life, alleviate suffering, promote health, do no harm, encourage the quality and equal availability of emergency medical care. That did not happen. I stated that. That was the first violation. Whether that was his fault or the neighbor Annie Wilkes above me, I call her, in C5, that's up for debate. But as far as him, I'm not sure what the situation is. I don't know his story, but all I know is that Annie Wilkes was with him, and I was not going to deal with him because of her. And she knew that full well. She used that as leverage. All right. To provide services based on human need, with compassion and respect for human dignity, unrestricted by consideration of nationality, race, creed, color, or status. To not judge the merit of a person's request for service, nor allow the person's socioeconomic status to influence or demeanor or the care that we provide. All right, another violation, I'm sure, because when he saw me, he thought, that guy looks like whatever. Do not use professional knowledge and skills in an enterprise detrimental to the public well being. Well, let's hope this isn't a contagion. All right. To respect and hold in confidence in all information of the confidential nature obtained in the course of professional service, unless required by law to divulge such information. All right, so we have to know, under the confidential nature obtained in the course of professional service, that he had to disclose what he observed without investigating, right? Never investigating once. To use social media in a responsible and professional manner that does not discredit, dishonor, or embarrass an EMS organization, coworker, or other healthcare practitioner, patient, individual, or community at large. That's already been a violation because I snitched on him and the bitch above me about that, and it went viral. All right. To maintain professional confidence, striving always for clinical excellence in the delivery of patient care. Nope. To assume responsibility in the upholding standards of professional practice and education. Nope. To assume responsibility for individual professional action and judgment, both in the dependent and independent emergency functions, and to know and uphold the laws which affect the practice of EMS. No, he fucked that up. To be aware of and participate in the matters of legislation and regulation affecting EMS. Nope, he fucked that up. To work cooperatively with EMS associated with other allied healthcare professionals in the best interest of our patients. What does Annie Wilkes in apartment C11 do that was hanging out with him that day? I don't know what her job is. Anyways, we'll find that out when the time comes. To refuse participation in unethical procedures and to assume the responsibility to expose incompetency or unethical conduct of others to the appropriate authority in proper and professional manner. All right. So we already know he violated all those. And it's probably not his fault. It's probably not his fault, I would say. He probably didn't know better what was going on. He probably got set up and because of Annie Wilkes in C11. She was the problem, right? Because she probably convinced him that I didn't need to see a professional when he obviously knew I needed to see one. All right. All right, let's go on to the next argument about all these oaths and the violation. These are just the oaths. We're not talking about major laws yet. We're just talking about the basics. Going on to day 9. This is what my leg looks like. This, after all the contact, all the video footage, everything regarding the need for medical attention, the need for my family to come and help me, the need for people, even for medical professionals and lawyers or law enforcement and doctors and social workers and everyone in between, knowing the very true fact of what was going on and being held against whatever will or required to do whatever they were forced to do to violate their oath in order to allow this guy, James Yong Kerby, to suffer for 8 days like this. All right. And his leg turning like that. Yeah. Screaming nonstop, recording nonstop, trying to get rid of evidence all over the place, up and down in the area, because they knew they've had fucked up, right? Do we have to look at the back now? Gonna do that. All right. That looks real bad, doesn't it? Where's the snake bite? I haven't seen a snake bite at all. There is no snake bite, right? There would be scratches on the back of my back, or little puncture wounds, right? There isn't any, all right? So we got that uh, assessed, all right? So we don't know what really happened at this point, right? It could have been the medication, right? Because that's the only way we know. We got to make sure that the medication didn't adversely affect my body, right? Adversely. That may have been a side effect of the medication, right? Right. Okay. Side effect of the medication. Can't help that. It happens, right? So we're going to leave him for 8 days without any medical attention. Him screaming all over the fucking internet. I really need help. I need someone to come and help me, but I don't know who to trust, all right? Because they had Nurse Kendra cock block everyone. She came in, right? Because she performed the procedure. She injected me with a harmful drug. Don't know what that harmful drug is. We don't know what it is, right? This could be anything, right? At this point, we'd have to get like another opinion, someone that doesn't know you guys, from a hole in the wall to come and see what happened. Maybe a professional expert. Like, what's her name from Wichita? Catherine, Sweet, Dr. Sweet. See what happened? Yeah, we might need her. Unless she's involved with it, right? Unless she's a part of it. Unless she violated the Hippocratic Oath, right? Because she allowed this to go on for 8 days, right? All right. We'll say, we already sent him help. We already sent him help, right? We tried to help him, but he refused. All right. Do I have to go through that story again? We have all the email details about that, the evidence, how me and Kendra started fighting about this shit. I gave her a long thing. She's like, you got to come into urgent care, blah, 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 right? She's going to send me over a white van from OCCK, right? And they don't have time for my shit. They need me in the van immediately, right? And I'm sitting there crawling on the floor because of this. I can't really use my leg. I'm hopping on it. I'm barely standing on it. And most of the time, as you can tell, I'm walking on my knees, right? You see that? Yeah, you see that? Obviously, he's been walking on his knees and struggling around. So he's got wear along his legs, right? Right through here from just walking around and acting like a fucking retard on the floor, right? So this OCCK guy, he ain't gonna say I was standing up and walking to him. He's probably already told everybody he was crawling on the ground. Don't know if he was on drugs or hurt. I don't know, drunk. We don't know what happened. All I see is this guy crawling on the fucking ground saying, get the hell out of here. Get the hell out of here. All right? Because I didn't authorize the vehicle. I didn't authorize the appointment, first off. I didn't do any of that, right? I didn't call fucking Nurse Kendra and say, yeah, I'm going to authorize this. And I don't know who Stephanie our coordinator care is, who the fuck she is. I don't know who she is, all right? And she's telling me I got to do such and such and blah with whatever Greta Fry. Who's Greta Fry? Is she a physician's assistant certified or is she a pathologist certified? Because the guy that was sitting in the LCCK watching me crawl on the floor, like, I can't Get there. He's going like, come on, hurry up. Hurry up. I gotta go. Obviously, and I'm sure he's told people. And if you got any surveillance footage of the scene, like what went on, I'm there like, help, help, get the fuck out of here, dude. Get the fuck out of here. You ain't gonna help me. I already know. I'm laying there on the ground. I'm like, you see me, and you're telling me, come on, hurry up, hurry up. And you see me crawling on the floor. And you're using two excuses. He's on drugs or he's mentally ill. Not this, right? Not this. This is not the reason why he's crawling on the floor. Because he can't use his fucking leg, right? His leg is all fucking messed up. We all know. There's no snake bite. I've assessed that. There's nothing like that. Nothing. No snake bites, right? It's only 8 days. There should still be something of a scar back there, right? As a snake bite, like an indication of a puncture wound of some sort. Nothing. All right. So we already know what? Gretchen Fry is going to change her, or Greta Fry is going to change her fucking title. Should she ever have to be summoned to a court regarding what her title is now? She went from pathologist to physician assistant. And was that guy in the suit and tie that was the bus driver of OCCK actually a funeral director? He looked like a funeral director because he was dressed up in a suit and tie that day. I didn't even know he was out there before I went out there. Had no fucking clue. Didn't even know. He was just popped up out of nowhere. He'd been there. He said, hurry the fuck up. He was like, hurry up. And I'm sitting there scrambling on the ground. And when I tell him to get the fuck out of here, because I didn't authorize that vehicle, what does Kendra and Stephanie coordinator do? They start banging down my door even harder. Like, get your ass over here now. Nah. Shit's sketchy now. Shit's getting real sketchy. Now my parents aren't even contacting me. I'm going viral, screaming and hollering all over the place. My parents aren't contacting me. My family's not contacting me. They don't know what's going on, right? They don't know. No one knows what's really going on over here. No, right? No one. Unless it was about me, right? Eventually, this is all about me, right? Not the many people you've already done this to. The only option you have is either take everybody out, including yourself at this time, or you can take me out and everybody knows what happened to me. Ultimately. And who's involved over the course of several days. What are you going to do? Report these things over and over and over again? No. You got to go and search all these websites and now everything gets fucked up again. Because everybody's reporting these, right? We got to do a campaign against them. Report. And then I had to go in and say, well, blot and blot and blot and blot. And they're going to have to evaluate why you reported versus what I have to say. And they have to go through the video, right? And then in the court of law, they have to release those videos to the courts of law. So they just can't, you just can't delete them. They just stay reported, right? So they're still in the system. You can't pull them out. They stay in the system, but they're just blocked, right? That's how it is from what I know on every platform. You can't have access to it, but it's still there. And then on top of that, you know what they sent me? Possibly a death tag number. Do we need to look at that? Let me show you. Because not everybody, no matter how many times I've shown this, not everybody in this case. All right. Now, this is the day. This is the day when I rejected everything. I start arguing with Greta Fry, Stephanie, the coordinator, and Kendra Smith, all of SALINA Family Healthcare. When I resisted that ride, this is what I got sent back. James missed an appointment with Greta Fry. PA-C. We missed you. We're sorry. Make it to your appointment, July 21st. We like. So she's already rescheduled me. She's already decided what time I need to be there, right? I don't get a say. I have no get a say. How I'm going to even get there is another question at hand. All right, let's go back to this one. Apparently, Dr. Peterson did contact me, right? Now she's contacting me, right? But no message, right? There's no message whatsoever. Your appointment is scheduled for August 26th, blah, 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 with Dr. Peterson. All right, what's that number, Dr. Peterson? Can you inform me? Because I don't know what that is. 340B0012670078. All right. So Dr. Peterson's name is on my what? Death certificate? All right. We already decided James has been euthanized at that point, right? Because that looks like a death certificate number. And it's been authorized by Dr. Peterson now, right? There's no other thing but just her fucking name right there, Dr. Peterson. All right. So we assume that Dr. Peterson has cleared that as her fucking, at whatever, blot and blot. All right. Dr. Peterson said, yes, this is your death tag number, James. All right. Let's go into this. All right. Now we got this. Look who we have. Greta Fry. 6, whatever, Prescott. There's the death tag number, right? I think it's the death tag number. It doesn't make fucking sense. Greta Fry. We look forward to you July 21st. It's the 24th. It's already been 4 days since that appointment. Guess what? Did it happen Tuesday? No, it didn't happen. All right. Well, that's dead and gone, right? We know the reason for that, right? Confirm request. Never confirmed. Never request. No need to schedule. Yes, I'll be there. Never happened. There's no indication that there's an acceptance of that, confirmation or whatever. You know, she didn't receive a confirmation from me. But she went ahead and sent the OCCK, right? She did it against my will. So it was already against my fucking will, right? All right. So anyways, where's the... Let's see. Let's see. All right, here we go. This is always a good one. Now, this is a message to Dr. Peterson. All right, this is my entire case against all you guys. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to fuck you up or you're going to squeal on someone. Either way, something's going to happen, right? Because already I'm winning. I'm busting ass in the courtroom against all these fucking people who think they're smarter than me, better than me, and blot and blot and blot. And they know they're trying to build a case against me now that will fail because it's full of shit, because they've already violated all the facts, right? All the facts. You can't smudge the facts. Now it's come down to a snake bite, right? And then we're going to have to operate. Well, what does the person operating on me say? Huh? Well, it's not really a snake bite, man. It's a reaction to the fucking euthanasia medication you gave him 8 days ago when he's been screaming online all that time. All right. Here we go. Let's go into this. So everyone's covered. All bases are covered. All right. So we have no problems. Hi, I just wanted to, this is my HIV/AIDS medication shot. Hi, I just wanted to know about my next appointment to visit with my HIV/AIDS medication shot. I do not have money because I thought Nicole Schreiber was in charge of my Ryan White medical insurance. Anyways, I guess I'm going to die if I don't get my HIV/AIDS medication shots. I don't know what to do. Let me know if you want to schedule an appointment for me. But I'm broke, no money. Sorry. We've got you scheduled. This is Dr. Peterson. We got you scheduled for your next shot on 7/29/26 at 2:50 p.m. Can you be here on time? I think insurance has been covering the shot for you. So I think it's okay from a money standpoint. Are you needing other financial assistance? How can we help, James? I will be at the appointment. Please let the appointment schedulers send me texts as to when I need to be there. I do not want to talk about my financial situation because I don't have money to pay for my medical expenses. Diane always had that covered. Hi, James. We set up for text reminders through the clinic, so you should be all set. I'm sorry to hear about the financial difficulties. Please let me know if there's more I can do. Hi, Dr. Peterson. I don't know if this is normal, but my left ankle has been hurting since the HIV/AIDS injection. Is this normal? I've been trying to walk it off, but just doesn't seem to go away. Hi, James. I'm glad you reached out. I don't think the ankle pain is for HIV injection, but I do think it is a good idea to get it checked out. Do you think you could call the clinic and schedule an appointment? I'm working at the hospital, so I'll have to be with one of my partners at SALINA Family. Can we discuss it at the appointment? Sure, if you're comfortable waiting till the next 29th. See you then. All right, me and Dr. Peterson. That was our last interaction, all right? Now here we go. Hi, Dr. Peterson. I need emergency medical attention. And this is on the 19th. I cannot walk. I am debilitated. I don't know if I got bit by a snake. Something in my calf popped. I felt like I got shot in the calf with a gun. I cannot come to my HIV/AIDS injection appointment because I can't walk. Yesterday, an undercover authority, paramedic, or police officer came to see what was going on with me and my physical health. He never talked to me. Instead, he was escorted with the neighbor woman above me, who convinced him that I did not need immediate help. The neighbor woman above in the apartment number C5 made the paramedic leave me as is and ignored me. She followed. Next thing I see, the paramedic running towards me. Sorry, some fly bit me. The next thing I see is the paramedic running towards me while my neighbor above me in C5 was running after it towards him. She can't walk fast. After the paramedic realized I was needing emergency medical treatment, I ran inside my apartment. The reason I ran inside my apartment is because of the neighbor lady in apartment C5, number C5, began to run after the paramedic, who was heading my way. The neighbor lady in number C5 has walking difficulties. She should not be running. Instead, she is telling the paramedic that I do not need medical attention. The paramedic clearly thought otherwise, or he would have came running towards me while the neighbor lady in number C5 was chasing after him. I'm in severe pain. My leg is swollen. I cannot walk. Help! Help me. All right. I get contacted by Kendra Smith, the girl that, the nurse that fucking popped me with that thing. All right. So we don't know her true title, just nurse, right? She doesn't have a title yet. All right. She's not a doctor. She's just Kendra Smith, right? Hi, James. It's Kendra, Dr. Peterson's nurse. Can you please call the clinic and schedule a UC appointment for your leg pain? I am wanting to get you seen. Please let me know your thoughts. Kendra, LPN. Okay, she's the LPN. I can't because I have no transportation. I went viral in a video about my leg on Instagram. James, let me reach out to our care coordinator to see if we can arrange some transportation for you to get in to be seen. I will have one of the care coordinators reach out to you with a date and time and transportation. We really need to get you to take a look at your leg. Thank you, Kendra. No problem. Did you watch my viral video on Instagram? Yeah, I gave her the link. All right. I get pushed over to care coordinator, just Stephanie, no last name. All right. Hi, James. I have you scheduled to see Greta tomorrow at 2:20. I did talk with OCCK, and they will be there in a white van. They were in a white van. All right. Two, provide transportation to and from your appointment. All right. They will be there from 1:30 to 2:05. So please be watching for them as they won't wait. All right. That's a key term right there. He made that clear. He wasn't waiting for me, even if I was scrambling on the fucking ground. He thought, one, I was either crazy, or two, I was drunk, right? He never thought all of this when I'm screaming and hollering, going viral about my leg all over the fucking internet, giving her a fucking link, right? He can't wait. All right. This funeral director can't wait. All right. We look forward to seeing you tomorrow at your appointment. All right. James, just making sure that an appointment tomorrow will work for you since transportation has been arranged. Could you send a message back to let me know this day and time is okay? All right, that's the end of the conversation because I've already made it clear that I don't want to talk to this lady and Greta, all right? They've already made it clear they don't have time for me and whatever I'm going through. All right. Now let's look at two things that I want to bring to our attention. And that's PA Nash C. All right. We know what that is. All right. But I want to do this. PA C. Pathologist. All right. Pathology. All right. So apparently that does fit in there, right? All right. Pathologist assistant. All right. Whatever. We also have all right, PA physician's assistant. All right. A pathologist assistant. All right. Is a trained allied national professional. Works under a pathologist's supervision to perform gross tissue dissections, manage surgical suites, and conduct autopsies. They are distinct from physician assistant certified who practice clinical medicine and treat patients directly. Okay. Now she's a physician's assistant, right? All right. She's a physician assistant. All right. Okay. We got that clear. All right. She's now covering as a physician's assistant. And Kendra What does Kendra have for us this day? On this day, Kendra's day, I have a video to show her. Ah, here. Here's the video. I bet she remembers this hit. One hit wonder.
Hi, this message is for James. This is Kendra, the nurse at SALINA family. If you could please give me a call back at 785-825-7251, extension 321. Just wanted to go over some copay options. Thank you.
Ah, copay options.
Hi,
All
this
right,
message
we'll
is
listen
for
to it.
James. This is Kendra, the nurse at SALINA family. If you could please give me a call back at 785-825-7251, extension 321. Just wanted to go over some copay options.
All
Thank
right.
you.
So we already brought it. It's already been brought to our attention that it's already been brought to our attention, right? That Dr. Peterson has cleared everything in the email, right? All right. She already has decided. I'm not going to have to pay anything. The day I try to record more of those, because she was hitting me up almost every day. The moment I had them in my fucking email, my email got scrubbed. They all went missing. All of them after that. After this. After I looked into my phone, all my email messages were scrubbed. All gone from her. Shaking me down about lunchtime for money. First it started about copays. Then it started about the medication. Then it became the glasses. I don't have any evidence of that because all of my fucking voicemails are gone. They've been scrubbed. They're gone. So I don't know what happened to them. I don't. I can't find them on my phones. None of them. Is that a strong case in court? No, right? No. Somehow if we work in a team, we can defeat him, right? We can do this over again. We can figure something out. We're smart people. Why don't you just throw the guy that's in charge underneath the bus at this time? Do you want to work for him anymore? Or is he just too big and too powerful at this point? Because everybody's in trouble now. Just because of this video. Every single one of you. Everyone that has dipped their toes into this situation are in trouble. I don't mean to bust your bubble. I don't mean to say that I decided. I bet if they asked me, did the bus driver ever come out and offer you a wheelchair? Nope. He told me to get my ass in there, basically. And so did Stephanie, the coordinator, whatever. And when I rejected him, first it was my landlord that came in and spun the block on me. Then it became my maintenance man. And then after they left, the Kansas Highway Patrol. I didn't get them on time. I didn't get my camera rolling. But it's already been scheduled. It's already been tallied. He'd been here, right? Did he use the wheelchair at any time? Any of that? Did he offer it? No. Does he know how to? No, probably not. He probably knows how to reel in a dead body, right? Yeah. Because that's his name. What did the guy look like? All right. Yeah, another fucking fly in here today. How great. All right. You want to know what the guy looked like? He looked like one of these two guys around here. One of these guys. I don't know, but he looked like one of those. Probably him or something. I'm not real sure. But maybe one of him. And he was dressed just like that. So, yeah, he was wearing glasses just like that, too. He was wearing those glasses. He almost looked like that guy. Anyways. As far as, let's see if I can find a better picture. No. Sorry, I have a fly on my leg that keeps bothering me. I'm in fucking trouble now because this place is infested now with bugs. Can't figure out why. All of a sudden, the place is just brimming with insects all night long, all day long. I think this place is infested with dead bodies now. All right, so yeah. I think if I had to choose between these culprits, who would it be? Yeah. That guy. That guy is the one I would say comes the closest. Oh, he's gone now. Oh my goodness. Let's try this again. Yeah, I figured that. Yeah, that page is broken all of a sudden. But look, don't worry. We always have this. Save. Alright. We're fucked now. Right? Yeah. Everybody's fucked now. Thank God I saved that picture, right? Don't worry, even if you destroy it, you can't fucking, because you already destroyed it, right? And destroy that page real quick. But yeah, that was him. I think that was him, pretty much. I was pretty much sure, either him or these guys, but that guy, pretty much because he has glasses. That's the only guy that had those glasses on. Right? Sorry, I got a fly that keeps eating on my dead leg. All right. Oh, okay, maybe. I don't know. Ryan's mortuary. Is that guy again? Is there any pictures of him? I don't know. Do we have to destroy that picture now? I don't know. Feels like hell. I don't know. I don't know. But what you say? Now all of a sudden James is in trouble, right? He's the problem. Because we fucked him up, right? We caused him the problem. All right. So Ryan's mortuary. All right. So Ryan's mortuary is implicated in a crime against killing me now, huh? Great. Perfect. Perfect. First culprit is a funeral director dressed up in a suit and tie with glasses just like that and look like that. Hmm? Can we address that? Who was the who was the bus driver? And why was he wearing a suit and tie? And why, after I rejected everything, anyways, apparently this is a lot bigger than I thought, right? If everybody's implicated in it all at once, even my family. This goes beyond that now. It goes beyond everyone else now, right? Because you can't intimidate cops, you can't intimidate doctors, nurses, social workers, notaries, school teachers, parents, paramedics. Property management, like Jensen's, right? The people that live with me, right? So now we're going bigger and better. What's the next step? Military. And so the military's involved now. Who's above the military? President, right? So now Donald Trump is the problem, right? He's doing this and he has to take me out now, right? Donald Trump is worried about a guy in Salina, Kansas. The guy that can do whatever the fuck he wants in this world. So we'll just say Donald Trump doesn't have time for my antics at this point. He's tired. He's got other things to do. All right. Than worry about a little kid in Salina, Kansas, right? Talking about politics and doing all this other stuff. Because he's got other shit to do at this point. He's getting tired. He doesn't have 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to monitor me nonstop, from his Oval Office. He might check in every 10 minutes or something a day, but ultimately he's not that interested. He's probably more interested in my social media and content than he is in the surveillance footage, right? He's probably more interested in my social media than surveillance footage. Because he thinks my social media is probably more interesting than me sitting there smoking a cigarette, taking a shit, and eating and farting around when I'm not behind the camera. Because he's got shit to do, I'm sure. He might check on his phone. Hey, kid, what you talking about today? All right. Well, I got this shit to do. Nice to talk to you. All right. I ain't got no more than probably like a minute for your time. I'm the president of the world. But thanks for the video. It sounds like a great idea in theory. All right. So he's too kind of busy. He does it for entertainment purposes only, just to kind of look in and see. He doesn't respond to me. He probably hears me call him out all the time, but ultimately he just takes it with a grain of salt. All right. If he took it seriously, he'd probably contact me back and say, here, kid, this is good. I like it. All right. But ultimately he doesn't. All right. He's never done it. All right. So I'm going to say Donald Trump doesn't really have time for me. Why would he? He's got the world to worry about. He doesn't have time to worry about some kid pissing and screaming in Salina, Kansas about dumb shit. Everybody else can deal with that. All right. He's got bigger fish to fry. He's the president of the world. All right. So we're going to go back down to the military. All right. MK Ultra now, right? We're getting into psychic, paranormal, parapsychology shit, right? That's the only answer. It has to deal with something dealing with psychology, right? Because apparently when I was a kid, I was asked about missing persons cases by really strange friggin' people. When I was in like the 3rd or 4th grade, they made me do a missing persons case like back in the 80s. I still remember it. Happened like 2 or 3 times, I guess. I don't remember, but it happened more than once. And I remember who was there. I remember the lady that was there and the man that was there. And I remember my teacher sitting off to the corner over there in a round table watching me as I was performing this really psychic medium necromancy thing with missing persons cases. And that old man, or he wasn't even an old man. Actually, he had glasses like this at the time, but they were more cat eye. He was dressed in a suit, like a black suit, black and tie, and a white shirt. He had nice clean cut hair, whatever. And the lady, she was tall. She was a big lady. She wasn't big, but she could probably beat up a man if she wanted to. I remember her. She had a dress on, her skirt, and a blouse. I think her hair was kind of shortish. Like, it's kind of like a short haircut. So it looked like she could beat some ass, you know. She kind of scared me. She just gave me this direct stare. She said, you got to figure out how to do this. So I did it. And I started freaking people out. And he kept looking at her and at me at the same time in the distance. And I had never seen these people in the school. I knew who the teachers were sitting in the corner in a round thing. I did. I knew those teachers, but I didn't know these people that were giving me a test on missing children. And who was dead and who was not. And then since then, all this had changed. Came down to this. That I wasn't supposed to practice doing this shit. That wasn't supposed to open some kind of gateway or ability that I had. It wasn't supposed to happen. It was supposed to be suppressed, right? And then all of a sudden, all these people started showing up. And everything started getting really tight and weird around here. And everybody started acting involved in like some kind of weird fucking, I don't know, scientific thing. And it all started with Brian. The maintenance boy. When he entered into the picture, things changed quick. Overnight. So I don't know what his thing is. He doesn't look that great as a military man, I don't think. He looks weak sauce as a military man. He does. He looks weak sauce. That's probably why he's doing this kind of work. He might have went to Afghanistan or Iraq, but I don't think he was Mr. Frontlines guy. Because he wouldn't have to have a retard in order to feel like if he was threatened at any point, if he attacked me, that he would immediately lose. Because maybe he saw me walking, saw me do some shit, and thought, this guy is not who I thought he was. Now I'm intimidated on the surveillance camera. And shortly after that happened, pow, my leg hurt. After I was walking up that hill, going up onto Upper Mill Heights Drive, that's when it popped over there in the grassy knoll. Hmm? You probably have that on surveillance footage too, right? Where my foot just goes like this, and I can't walk. And that's when I immediately call fucking Dr. Peterson about that. I contacted her. Anyways, I don't know where it's going. I'm not going to be a whatever. And I know, remember this. The moment these things stop, all right? The moment any of these witch hunt videos, chronicles stop, it's going to start alerting everybody. Because they're expecting it every fucking minute of the fucking day. Just like you guys want it. You want to know everything. Everything. Down to the nitty fucking gritty. I know there's surveillance all over here. And a lot of it's pointed at me. Right? And anything you guys do or done around me is on surveillance. Right? Or wherever you've been in the vicinity is on surveillance, right? Whatever, military, what have you, MK Ultra. Alright, we got that out of the way. Alright, so we know what activities are going on the daily, right? Everything is doing what it's doing. But we also know what James is doing on the surveillance camera for the past, 15 years? 20 years, maybe? We kept tabs. We put it in the dark web. We put it all over the place, right? Everyone has a copy every day of the week of James's antics and what he has doing, right? Mm-hmm. We have the landlord and the maintenance guy watching me, who covers as a maintenance guy, but he's really a hitman. We all know. Mm. And he does a really bad job of covering his ass. And everyone knows he sleeps around. And everyone knows he does shitty work. Mm. And what? Confirmation. Alright, you guys have a good night. I'm going to go on to the second installment of the witch